Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's training session, Pablo and I worked with Ben, our performance and mindset coach, to focus on shoulder control and straightness as we prepared for a one-stride double of verticals and tackling those wide oxers again. As you'll hear, today wasn't easy, especially when the mental blocks crept in from the challenging session I had a couple of days before. But sometimes, those tough sessions are the most valuable because they really show where our focus needs to be. Quick heads up before we start. Some of the footage in this video is a bit blurry as my camera struggled to focus again today. I hope it doesn't take away too much from the content. So today I'm going to walk you through what we did and most importantly how we're building a better balanced canter and getting Pabs more straight and powerful to jump those oxers confidently. First up, we needed to work on calibrating the canter. As you know, everything starts with the quality of the canter. It's the foundation for approaching every jump. And that brings us to shoulder control. Pabs has a tendency to fall in on his left shoulder, especially when turning towards a fence. So today's session was all about being aware of that and using my legs to help him stay straight and balanced as we made those turns. We spent some time working on shoulders in and shoulders out while maintaining that steady canter rhythm. Shoulder control is critical because if Pab's shoulders drop in, we lose our line to the jump and the rest of his body gets crooked. This not only affects our approach but also unbalances him when he takes off, which can lead to stops or awkward jumps, especially when we're working with wide oxers where straightness and power are key.
Forward, that's it, just a little forward. Good, another circle, one more. That's it.
We started with some pole work and cavaletti to establish the right rhythm and connection in the canter. We focused on getting 3 steady strides over the pole, which is crucial for creating that adjustable, balanced canter that you need when you're riding both verticals and oxers. For me, this is all about finding the right feel between my hands, legs and seat to keep Pabs in a steady rhythm while making sure his shoulders don't fall in on the turns. Next we moved on to the double of verticals. The goal here was to maintain the same balanced canter and focus on straightness. Our first approach was a bit of a disaster. I didn't have the right canter coming around the turn and I wasn't able to get Pabs straight enough to the jump, so we had to stop.
The left rein just to the cross and then around to.
But after regrouping, we managed to correct it by focusing on keeping the canter steady and Pab's shoulders in line. On the second attempt, I could feel him moving forward into my hand, staying straight and balanced. And yes, it was messy, but we did achieve a better approach.
Jump that double again.
And when we nailed the rhythm, he jumped beautifully through the double. Now, for the part that I find the hardest, oxers. For some reason, when it comes to wide oxers, my mind likes to play tricks on me, and I can feel the mental blocks creeping in. I worry about whether I've got enough power in the canter, whether I'm keeping Pabs straight, and whether we're going to make it over cleanly. This anxiety often leads me to overthink, which messes my ability to ride confidently. We started small and gradually made the oxers wider as we went along. The first few attempts weren't perfect, but with each try I felt more in control. I kept reminding myself of the same principles we applied to the verticals. Stay straight, keep the rhythm and maintain the power in the canter. By taking it step by step, I was able to push through the mental blocks and stop letting my doubts dictate the ride. As we built up to a wider oxer, Pabs just popped over it with ease, because I stayed out of his way, focused on the canter and didn't let my mind get in the way of the action.
How'd that feel?
Could almost say that's enough.
That's good though. That was just what you need in that moment. Okay. And this is sometimes where, you know, we're searching for something we don't even need. You know, just that fundamental thing of being straighter there and not being unbalanced by being straighter gave you enough time to easily do the turn. So let's do it one more time.
So today, we worked on reframing how I see oxers. Ben helped me realise that I sometimes visualise them as being bigger or more intimidating than they are, which makes me tense up and interfere with Pab's rhythm. But by focusing on treating oxers like verticals, I was able to keep my mind calm and ride them with the same canter and control that we use for the verticals. So that's where we're at. It's been a tough but rewarding session, and I feel like we've made some real progress, especially with getting Pab's shoulders more under control and keeping him straight to the fences. If you're like me and find yourself struggling with mental blocks around certain jumps, whether it's oxers or something else, remember that it all comes back to the basics: balance, rhythm and straightness. When we can trust in those foundations, we can build the confidence to take to any fence, no matter how intimidating it seems. And that's that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next session.